welcome back to the next episode of the Corona Diaries here on Stage at A.C.T. Hey guys! Unfortunately, due to a virus on my computer, my half of this video interview with Richie Lester has been lost and cannot be recovered. We didn't want you to miss out, so you will still see Richie's face, but you'll only hear my voice. Sit back and enjoy this amazing interview with an amazing director on the Corona Diaries. Hi, and welcome back to On Stage at A.C.T. and our continuing series called The Corona Diaries, where we catch up to the directors and production staff of the upcoming season at A.C.T. Today we are lucky enough to sit down with one of my nice friends, Richie Lester. And Richie, welcome back to the A.C.T. stage. We haven't been on here for
a long time.
Well, too long. Yeah. Flashback a year and a half, things are going along, all of a sudden, boom, things happen, and not only us, but everybody shuts down.
Yeah.
What kept you busy? What did you do during the lockdown? Or
well,
actually, how we...
I think like a lot of people, for a while, you don't know what to do, and I'm fortunate enough to where I have a job where I can either do it from home or I could go to my office. And so I said, I just can't stay at home. So I went to my office every day, which I think helped me feel, less isolated, but certainly you could see how everybody was feeling separated from one another,
right.
And that's what I hear in talking to people, is that they're just, even now when they go out, it's difficult to make
strange,
connections,
yeah.
So I tried to stay busy that way and did some writing, and I've been involved in the Faith Healer project, and that kept getting kind of bumped back. So
right.
We were always like, are we going to go? Are we going to go? And it kept getting delayed. So that was about it.
So here we are, flash forward a year and a half later. A.C.T. is getting ready to open back up, and you've got not only one but two projects and a performing aspect coming up all in the same year.
Right.
So that's going to make you quite busy.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to most about coming back to A.C.T.?
Well, I think what I look forward most to is just, working with the actors and the people here. I think for me, it's always about the connections. And this idea of connections is kind of what sparked the conversations that Dennis and I had about, this is what's going on, and people are feeling disconnected, and boy, wouldn't it be nice to do something about that.
Your first project coming up is this Shorts Festival, which we're lucky to have you tonight because you are actually doing auditions this evening.
Having auditions.
Yeah. But so the first one is a series of short plays.
Correct.
And the connecting theme literally is about connections.
Yes, and that's because, when you go to these short play festivals, there's basically two types. There's the type where it's different cast for every show and different director for every show. And it's lights up, they do the show, the lights go out, next show comes up. And I said, boy, here we have this opportunity where everyone's gone through, we have this shared common experience of all being separated from one another. How about if we do a festival, but it's connected, and each play becomes essentially a vignette in a larger play. So the play, Designer Shorts, is about connections. And each mini play is sort of a scene in that play. So
but they're self-contained. No, but these are all originals. These are not licensed from Dramatists or one of those places. These are all new shows.
Great question. Yeah, they are. And what we did was we put out a call to all playwrights, local playwrights in South Florida, and certainly a lot through this area. And we invited them to submit, plays related to the theme. And so, so it's a really local event, and we're just excited to get started.
Just as a question, did any of yours make the cut, or did you even submit anything?
Yes, I did. A couple of mine got selected.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. So that's first, and then coming up after that, you're doing Faith Healer, which we'll touch on when Faith Healer comes up and around.
Sure.
So we'll actually talk on that. But you have a second show later in the season that is in March.
Correct, yeah. March 4th to the 20th. And that one is Dearly Departed.
Okay, so I don't know much about that. I haven't had a chance to read it. So what can you briefly talk about that?
Yeah. Well, Dearly Departed is what we call a Southern Gothic comedy, or some people have called it a chicken fried comedy. It takes place in the South.
Okay.
And it's kind of like the old Carol Burnett show with her mom.
Mama's Family. Yeah.
Mama's Family, right? With Vicki Lawrence. It's that kind of comedy. It's very over the top, very in your face. One of the nice things about A.C.T. is they're willing to take chances. When you submit an idea to Dennis and Karen, they look at it and he'll go, yeah. And I'll say, well, Dennis, you might want to read this section because they're telling their kids that if they don't shut up, they're going to pull the car over and drop them off on the side of the road. I don't know if, and they're always like, no, that's fine. And I think they respect the audiences. And Dennis says that a lot. Look, our people can handle it. And I respect that a lot about the theater. And so so we're looking forward to that one as well.
But the fact that we felt the audience was more mature than we were giving them credit for.
Yeah.
So you can use cursing language and you can use more adult situations, and people aren't going to get up and walk out because the audiences that come here expect not so much to be challenged, but to be given something a little meatier.
Yeah.
And it's not always a challenge because then you're like, feel like you're exhausted. It's, I just got taught a lesson, like you went to college or something. But I like that you've got your crazies on display, like they say. We don't keep ours in the closet. We put them right there on the porch. It's kind of a Southern thing.
Yeah.
And with the whole idea of a Carol Burnett idea, this sounds like it could be hysterical.
It really is. The New York Daily Post called it drop dead funny. And whether you've lived in the South, in the Bible Belt, or whether you've known somebody from there, or you just enjoy that type of comedy, this is laugh out loud funny.
Now, having done and seen the shows that you've directed, do you have a preference for comedy or drama, or do you go back and forth?
I think I used to be more of a snob, and I used to like the drama. Yeah,
okay.
I didn't like musicals, and I didn't like the comedy so much. And I think a lot of that's ignorance, and a lot of it's just, getting older and maturing. And to me, there's nothing better I know as going to the theater. I love a show that just makes me laugh out loud.
I don't want to keep you much longer because I know you have auditions coming up, but I'm excited about A.C.T. reopening. I know you are as well.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for all of you to come back to A.C.T. See live theater. It is a great way to spend an evening and probably one of the least expensive ways to get out of the house at the moment. So, Richie, thank you very much for sitting down with us, and we will see you the next time on Stage at A.C.T.